let's talk about microphone best recording techniques and best practices. So, placement is important. If I push this way over here, it's not great. Also, if I had it way over there as if it were in the camera, built into the camera, I would not sound as good. Notice that between, say, 4 and 6 inches from my mouth is perfect. And how would you know if it's too loud or overmodulated? Test. This is how we know if things work right. You should have a test session on a special day where you're testing all of the permutations of your equipment and the placement of the microphone. And do you hear too many P's? We'll get into that in a second. And when you actually go to do the actual podcast on the real day, you need to start a little bit early and test your setup, because one thing could just be set up incorrectly and it doesn't record right. I hate to say this, but eventually there might be a little bit of a mistake somewhere. This is why we try to have redundancies, meaning, something wasn't plugged in right, or electronically something didn't quite record, or maybe it's human error, you didn't press. But this is why we test and test, and you should test and test, because then you know the nuances of, oh, if I don't push this one button or I don't do this one thing, there's a problem. Okay. I mentioned P's,
puh, puh,
that sound, or B's,
buh, buh.
And sometimes a microphone needs a pop filter. Now, if you're using the Shure MV7, which is now the MV7 Plus, it comes with this nifty mic cover, and they actually sell one that's ever so slightly larger that really takes care of and absorbs those sounds. And I don't know how much you've heard me say my P's, but this, to me, seems to do a good enough job. And if you're really worried or concerned about it, you can go onto Amazon and you can get the slightly longer version of this. Yes, you might have seen where there's a circle, kind of it's almost like pantyhose that goes over, and that also does the job. I think for a video podcast, it doesn't look as great, but it's something that's been used a lot for audio podcasts.